Hey guys, Ekosk here. Welcome back to the Companion Saber Comparison Series. This is episode 3, the last and final video in the series. So, this one will be about two sabers that my Jedi and Sith characters wield. Pardon my prophecy, it's a little sensitive. So I guess it's no secret that my Jedi OC wields my prophecy, which is based on Anakin's. I'm still in the process of getting it painted. I still haven't painted this center section here where the switch is. I still haven't replaced the switch, which is still gonna get done eventually. But I do like these grips. They are nice and rubbery, but they sometimes slide around. Like you can see, some of them aren't even. So yeah, some of them aren't even. Like you can tell this one here and then that one there. Yeah, so as per the rest of the series so far, these are two Vader's Vault blades I have, and there's only one difference between these blades. I mean, the only difference is that I believe this is the shine-through tip, and this one is not. Yeah, so my prophecy is sporting the one with the shine-through tip, and this is sporting the one with the non-shine-through tip. You can tell here by a face-on view, it's not as bright. Where, look at this guy, you get the light. This is my first shine-through tip from them. And it won't be my last. I have another one in trans white. These are the trans clear blades. Basically, they take the clear polycarbonate and then they sand it to create this evenly finished look. And just wow. I think the next one I do, just to even it out between the two kinds of blades I have, is I'm going to probably get a trans white with a reflective tip, which is what this has. Honestly, the brightness, comparing blade to blade, obviously this is a little brighter because of the color. It's using both red and blue dyes, but this by itself is it's unmatched. I mean, it's just really bright, and it's so evenly lit. I just love the hell out of this. So let's go over this saber, which this is the Manticore CE in high polished silver, and right now it's sporting my shock shroud, my shock emitter. I recently picked this up from a guy off Facebook. He said he didn't have a use for it. I said, oh, I'm probably modding my shock soon, and I will probably need it. But upon further investigation, this is a great alternative to the Manticore emitter. In fact, I've actually come to call this the shock core, or the shock core, or something. I don't know. I like this. But yeah, so this purple, guys, I think I have spent months and weeks tweaking this purple, and I think I got it where I want it. And this grip is perfect. I think I can still get away with holding the cover tech by my pinky and still have comfortable grip. This saber is really lightweight, especially with this Vader's Vault blade. I mean, if you're going to get dueling blades, get these. You don't need a heavy grade blade, because, you know, you can still... Yeah, you can still perform all the moves. You could do pretty much what you need to. Oh, if you're curious what the Flash and Clash color is, I kind of have it set to, it's easier to describe here. I have it set to, white on full blast with the blue dye set about halfway. So it creates a sort of a silvery look. So it's pure white with a little bit of blue, which creates, it's pretty much like headlight light. It's really nice. And I think it's definitely a good combination for this. Especially because it's subtle, it's not as pronounced as, like, let's say if you did it full on blue, or if you put more blue in the dye. I think it's just perfect. I mean, and by the way, this is Count Dooku, I believe. I forgot who made it, but it's LSU's version of Count Dooku, configured for UltraSabers soundboards. And I really like this font. It just kind of fits. It's like halfway between a Dark Jedi and a Sith Lord. Like, it doesn't sound too evil, but then it also sounds pretty badass. Yeah. And one thing to note, while this looks very, very purple on camera, to my eye, it looks slightly more bluish down here than it does up here. You can maybe see that. Yeah, it looks sort of pink. It looks like a great purple here, then it looks pink. I don't mind that. I mean, it comes off evenly lit on the camera. All right, let's move on to my prophecy. And remember, that was the reflective tip. This is the shine through tip. And by the way, I switched sound fonts on this. This is no longer sporting the Old Republic. Rather, this is using Clone Wars with a hum that I have modified myself to be a little more seamless. Whereas before it had these kind of an awkward pause. It'd be like, you're going to kind of, like, right, you can kind of hear it. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But I tried to edit it at one point, but then I was like, screw it, I'll just re-download it. Whoops, I just cut my robes open. Oh well. But yeah, again, another really nice, evenly lit blade. In fact, if I didn't know any better, this would look like a string blade. And especially with the shine-through tip, this is just, I mean, like, it's just completely evenly lit from the top to the bottom. And you can't really, I mean, of course, there's going to be a little bit more, fucking switch, there's going to be a little bit more at the base than there is at the rest of the saber, but the rest of it looks still completely evenly lit. And this is on a 1-dye LED, versus that, which is a 4-dye, but not all of them are being used at the moment. But, yeah. Definitely my new favorite blades are Vader's Vault. And then whenever Z-Blades releases their Starlight Blade, I will check that out as well. Alright, now I have a very special guest for you guys tonight. This is, you've probably already seen my video, sort of review, rant about it or whatever. Still have yet to do an official video for itself. But this is the Padawan. And this, I tried to put a Vader's Vault blade in here once, and that ended up with disastrous results. I nearly destroyed a blade. But, yeah, just giving a quick overview versus the rest of my sabers. So, here's the Padawan. It is tiny. I can completely close my fist around this thing. Almost. And then here's my Prophecy, which this is still a whole lot smaller. Back here, I'm going to try and, with the exception of the center section here, this is about as equivalent to this as you can get it. But compared to the Shock-Ikor, I love that name, Shock-Ikor. Well, it's almost kind of like a Revan, except for he doesn't have the ball on the end of it. Maybe I can change that. Anyways, so I'm trying to give it to the best grip section here. Yeah, I could barely touch fingertips here. This is what I call the fingertip test. If you can do that, then you still have a decent grip. But if you go beyond that, then you have an excellent grip. I mean, that just shows. And currently, this is literally the coolest saber I have. And this comes from Solo's Hold, by the way. And right now, I think I'm running Dark Meat. And this is the only saber I have that does this. I mean, UltraSabers have their kind of... It has a sort of effect there when you do that. Like, here. It'll quickly grow out, but that's about it. And then it looks like it quickly fades off due to how quickly it shuts off. But if you're looking for the LED effects, it can't get any cooler than that. Especially, oh, what do we got here? Oh, just a little bit of water. Anyways. I don't think those are the spin effects. I've heard that the Crystal Focus 7.0 and even the Petite Crouton 3.5 could do these what are called spin effects, and I don't think it did that. Anyways, this is probably the best light I have ever done. By the way, this is a Tri-Cree green royal blue dye, and this has different effects on here. Like there's blaster blocks, there's this, and here's probably my favorite feature. The force effects ones where you just choke the shit out of somebody. Just makes you feel like you're going full on ham on somebody. And one thing to note here, the main switch goes on and off. I really like that. I picked that out, but the rest of the features on this hilt, Solo's Hold picked out for me. He did the leather grip style like he wanted to, and he did the fonts for me, and he thought they were the best versions of best fonts for this saber. I totally agree, and here's another reason why I like the saber. It's not the only font on here, by the way. We have multiple fonts, ladies and gentlemen, and this is probably the second best Arctic blue I've ever seen. Actually, no, take it back. This is the best Arctic blue. Yeah. Oh, I still got to fix that. I think I'm missing two of the two sound bites there, but I've got everything else, including Han Solo opening up the tauntaun with the saber. This looks more like a cyan than it is a Arctic blue. So this has 7 colors. I wonder if I can change that in the settings. And then here's this blue. This is a really nice blue, and I'll change it to an appropriate font for comparison here. And then we got the next font, which I will compare here. This is Shatterpoint. This is specifically made for a Mace window, and this is kind of a pink color. I guess this would be called Bane's Heart. Also, this does look very purple. I really like it. And yeah, I don't know which I like better. Honestly, these are really nice. So the next font I have is called Shoto. And this is made for a saber that has a blade about this length. Like, really short. Like, it's supposed to be meant to be an offhand one. And this comes across as really yellow to my eye, but on camera it is orange. This must be either not true yellow or this is amber. Oh, I guess it is yellow. Weird, I guess yellow can't ever come across on camera perfectly. And here's the default font. I believe this is gray meat, and this is a very fitting color for it. I decided a regular green for it, and I could say this is definitely as bright as my consular is, if not even more. It's like a darker green actually, whereas the consular is really a lighter green. And if this using a clear blade, it shows true colors a lot better, and they do look very movie-like. I do like that. And it's interesting to note that that there's multiple activation and deactivation sounds for each saber. I always thought that was cool. And here's the last font, or I should say my favorite font. Believe it or not, that's Light Meat. Now let's compare this really quick to my Prophecy's Blue. I believe this isn't as bright as a single color LED as this is. I believe this is sporting a single tri-cree. And this looks like they are pretty much dead even, although this color is just slightly lighter than this. It doesn't appear on camera, but I can see if I can try and get that. Yeah, this is a really light blue. Like here, let me show about the middle of the blade here. Yeah, that's about there. And this is a darker blue. So we've got like a medium blue here, and it's a really nice blue. It's like an ocean blue. It's really nice. And then this is darker blue. So I guess this would be equivalent to royal blue. So I don't know. I really do like this saber though, because it is really nice. I mean, you can't get effects like that with an UltraSaber. I mean, it just that versus just instant turn on. I mean, this is still really bright. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do really like these, and this is still bright. But you know, it's like, you know, effects versus effects. I mean, everyone has their own opinions and personal, you know, preferences when it comes to that. But when you got one that fades off and everything versus, I mean, it's kind of really, what would you go for? Anyways, yeah. You can definitely tell that there's a little bit of green in this blue mix here. Alright, I think I'm about done. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just wanted to show off this little quick 3-part series, and definitely share some of my interesting MHS combinations. I had the shock pommel on here as well, and it actually lined up with these grooves in here as well, but that's actually on my shock itself. And originally I had this as a yellow, but I did change that. Just because, you know, I love purple is definitely a good color, and I'm gonna have to see what this looks like with my shine through, my other shine through blade on here, just as a comparison. In fact, that's probably what I should have done in the first place. But yeah, so shout outs go to everybody on Facebook who supports me. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate each view and each like that I get. Just helps me decide that I want to keep going, rather than just, you know, say screw it, I'm wasting my time here. And definitely another shout out to Solo's Hold for this lightsaber. I can't thank you enough, man. I mean, you've been great. Talking with you has been a ball. I've learned so much from you, and I mean, you've opened my eyes to a whole lot of stuff, man. And another shout out to Obi Shane for this awesome blade. I mean, this saber looks as good as it does thanks to this blade. And I hoped that I could try out some other blades as well that are a little more custom-made. Because, you know, once you go this way, you can't really go back. I don't know, that's a bad analogy. Anyways, another quick shout out to Vader's Vault for their blades. And I will say these are definitely quickly becoming my favorite blades. And next time I think I'll buy one specifically for this, see if they can sand it down a little bit to fit a Padawan. And we'll see how things go. Alrighty, thank you guys for watching. And again, I really appreciate everything. You guys are basically what I do this for. Mostly for fun too, but also I do this for you guys, and I enjoy doing it. And I don't think I can say anything else other than, you know, never doubt a saber, or never doubt a Vader's vault. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and have a good night, guys, and stay safe with your lightsabers, especially when you're dueling, of course. And may the Force be with you. Ekosk out.